Hello and welcome back to an extremely pedantic playthrough of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I am an Australian stuck in California, apparently. If it wasn't for the Californians, it'd be great. And
you gotta spray for those like bed bugs.
Yeah. And I am joined from somewhere else in the United States, resident amateur historian, Mr. Bleach Demon.
Greetings, salutations, and I'm glad to be on the other side of the continent.
From California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. All right, so apparently the chief has yet another case for us. We must be tracking down Carmen soon. But we'll see. Let's get on to it, shall we?
Indeed.
I got an urgent message from Australia.
Uh-oh.
Some malevolent Matilda has waltzed off with Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock.
No, they can fucking keep it.
This geological wonder has been sacred to the Aborigines since who knows when. And now it's gone.
I don't know. Why should we?
Head down under and bring
well,
that
why should I give a
big
shit? They
back
closed
where
it
it
down
belongs.
to white man. I'm not allowed to go climb it. Who gives a crap if Carmen's scoons have stolen it or not?
Is now departing for Australia.
We're going to be going down under so we can have Foster's American for Australian beer.
Yes, but the problem is we're flying to Sydney to investigate the theft of Uluru, which is roughly the same as flying to London to investigate the theft of Italy.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I mean all of Italy. All right.
I wouldn't mind that.
What's on your mind?
I'd keep it for myself.
I'm just concerned that this man's wandering around in slippers at night.
There's, yeah, they're pink slippers too.
Yeah.
All right, what do you know about the suspect?
She said she was going to chill out in Xi'an.
Xi'an. 2 L's in Xi'an. Well, that sounds like it could be somewhere in East Asia.
Yeah. And we know it's a female, so there's
Yeah,
that.
that's a bonus. Quick note of the place name. In extremely poor handwriting, because I'm a millennial.
Yeah, congratulations.
Tell us about the
She
suspect.
seemed to be in over her head, and she wore something over her head.
Okay, so she has a hat.
Yes.
Now, I did do a full reboot of the computer since the last recording session, and it does appear to still be struggling a little, which is interesting. Shame. Right.
What do you need?
Shockingly, he's like the first one that's not out of place.
Yeah. By a boat, wearing a captain's hat.
Well, and with an a suspiciously American accent, which is not out of place in Sydney.
Yeah. Sorry.
You should be. Where's the suspect?
She planned to visit an old flame in the land of fire.
Land of Fire. Or that's probably.
Wait a minute. Tierra del Fuego?
Oh, no. Land of Fire. Yep, that sounds about right. So that's Bantnish. Tell us about the suspect while we get it.
On her crown, there was some...
Yeah, hat. Tierra del Fuego. So, do you remember which one of the 37 million Spanish-speaking countries it was?
That's either Argentina or Chile.
It's Argentina. Why the fuck we... We was just saying before we started recording that we were getting sick of going to bloody Argentina. And yeah, there it is, right down at the bottom.
Let's double check for that Chilan thing though, just in case, because it's not showing up on the map. Although that doesn't always mean anything, but
Yeah.
check Chile.
Chile. Not on the map. Well, if it's not showing up there, then we need to check Google, because bugger it. The internal search doesn't work great. Xi'an, unknown, that's an N. Xi'an is apparently a city in Chile.
Oh, thank goodness. I cry every time Argentina comes up now.
Yes, but it doesn't really work if they give a place that's on a map for a different fucking country.
That's just, yeah, this whole Tierra del Fuego thing is just, it's just jank.
Yep. Because there's no way that clue could possibly mean anything else than Argentina, but yet somehow we've got a clue for Chile. Have they started throwing in red herrings? But that feels like we're... Yeah, because we've had some really wrong clues before.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, or just so poorly constructed.
Yeah, at the tip of the continent lies Tierra del Fuego, the land of fire. Named for the Indian campfire seen by explorer Ferdinand Magellan in 1520. That's not Chile.
Yeah. All right, so we need to ask some more morons.
Hello,
Yes, because
may I be of
okay.
service?
Yeah, hopefully.
She pointed to her map and said, when it comes to mining copper, this country's the topper.
Oh, great. I'm sure that narrows it down to both of them. What about Chile? Industry, copper and other mining.
All right.
What do they have for Argentina? Is it copper and other mining? No. So it must be Chile.
Good.
Better than Argentina. We've been there too much.
Anything's better than... Oh, and Argentina's not even on it.
Well, there you go. That confirms it. But they must be giving us red herrings or it's seriously bugged out. Oh, the Inca.
Why are we in the...
Easter fucking Island again. We've been here before, and every time it's like, why the fuck are we on Easter Island? Is there really nothing else interesting in all of Chile? Yes, Easter Island is technically an island in Chile, but
yeah,
it's not really Chile.
I just want to
What
break this
seems
game
to be the
sometime.
problem?
Yeah, where's the
Your
suspect?
suspect snatched a pawn show and headed for one of the most densely populated cities on Earth.
Mexico.
Yeah, that's almost certainly Mexico. And a stereotype says Mexico. I assume that theoretically ponchos could be in other places.
Well, I mean, most of Latin America, but
Yeah.
the most populated city on Earth thing.
Yeah.
She was on the go, sporting.
Yes, we know she's got a hat. You lady, who looks like she's holidaying in... She's having a white woman holiday in Mexico, in fact. Confirm it for us, please.
They say your suspect just heisted a hacienda in Jalapa.
Hacienda in Jalapa, gee. Yeah, that's pretty sure about does it. Cool.
Yeah.
Since we're talking to her, let's get a description.
Her hair shone like an onyx pendant.
Cool, black hair. So we at least got something.
Yep.
And let's double check Mexico. Where I've lost it. There we go.
I could.
It is apparently not showing up on the map. It really annoys them when they do that. Let's try it in the search. Jalapa, nope. I hope that's not case sensitive or I'm going to be really annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
Oh, no, Jalapa's a city in Guatemala.
Is it?
Apparently.
No, it's also in the state of Veracruz in Mexico.
Ah. Okay, then I'm definitely messing you.
They changed the spelling, so now it's spelled with an X instead of a J.
When the hell did they do that?
I don't know.
Jalapa, Mexico. Yep, it's got an X. Yeah, really turning down that Latinx thing, aren't you? No, Mexican state of Veracruz. Yep. Or Jalapa, when did they change the name? Well, that's actually really important. History. Oh god, it's got a lot of it.
Yeah. Stand, place of water, yada yada.
Yeah, Jalapa name change. When did that happen? (1978). That's not helpful. So that's actually before this game.
So if it was 1998, that would have made sense. But
Yes.
yeah.
No, it's 1978. I'm gonna ask for another clue.
Yeah.
It's probably Mexico, but...
Welcome. May I help you? Police with little...
Oh, Veracruz, there you go.
All right, there
but
we
they
go.
were barking up the wrong tree. I hear she...
But also Chihuahua as well.
Yeah.
Which, in addition to being a kind of demented rat, is also a province in Mexico.
Yes.
And there's Mexico. No
Guatemala.
Yeah. But they changed the name in the 70s. It should have been fixed before the 90s. Then again, maybe the reference book they were using hadn't been updated.
That's true.
They didn't have the access to Google like we do.
All right, lady.
Oh, that's struggling. There we go.
Hello, can I be of service?
Yes, where's the suspect?
She admitted that if the cops caught her in the Gellert baths, she'd have to come clean.
Gellert Baths. So that could be anywhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Gellert. Sadly, I'm not familiar with Gellert in particular.
No.
Do we know anything more about the suspect?
With that hair, she resembles...
Okay, black hair.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's struggling.
Oh, yes. She expected to pay a princely sum for a tour of the Esterhazy Palace.
Esterhazy Palace bleach.
Hungary?
Could it be?
It. Given the spelling and the pronunciation, it seems very Hungarian.
I don't think we know. Have we been to Hungary before?
One of the earlier playthroughs.
Yeah. We are looking for any other Gellert or, and I've lost it because I have reacted that badly. Esterhazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if Gellert shows up. Gellert, hopefully. No match is found. Right.
So they give you a clue that has nothing
Yep.
to do with anything that they.
Gellert Grindelwald has apparently had a reported character, but that's not what I was after. There's a Gellert Hotel in Budapest, Hungary.
Aha.
Let's see, Gellert Baths. Gellert Thermal Bath, Budapest, Hungary. We're going to Budapest. Good guess, sir. Off the
Thank you. The spelling kind of gave it away, where it's like that doesn't seem like it should be Esterhazy.
Yeah. Yep, and there's Hungary. Let's go.
Yep.
Budapest.
One of the only cities I actually want to see in the world.
Anything interesting? Ooh.
Lock, perhaps?
Whatever that is looks interesting.
Whoa.
I don't know what that is, but I want to. It's just got a bunch of old stuff.
The Hungarian Parliament building.
The big castle.
Yeah.
That's their parliament. Shame about
Yeah.
shame about the politicians, but nice building.
I mean, I don't know. They're some of the few based politicians left in Europe. So.
Yeah, that's true. Patient forgot to duck in the doorway, so they're tall. So it's not disco this time. And now I need to figure out where
Hello.
the suspect has gone this time.
She made veiled references to lounging at Lake Urmia.
Well, Lake Urmia.
Huh?
Cool. I'd have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Lake Urmia. Sadly, it's one of those ones that could be just about anywhere.
What can I help you with? She hasn't surfaced yet, but police are certain she's started an underground business building kanats and kazvin.
Kanats and Kazvin.
Alright, that Persia Turkey sounding.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look and see if it's Turkey. Because that'd be easy. It's not showing up there. I'm just having a look. No, I do not see either of those in there. As I scroll through quickly. Alright, I suppose we'll ask for another clue.
Can I be of assistance? She's off to Abadan to
Abadan.
soils full of oil.
I
Wait a minute.
Have we heard of
Abadan?
Abadan before?
Isn't that Iran?
That might be. Yes, it is. I think that's where we actually end up.
Or Persepolis.
Yeah. Oh, actually, my Persepolis. We were close. But either way, we're going to Iran.
Yeah.
Nice memory. There we go.
Yep, your double-headed horse.
Yep. At Persepolis. And then in comes the stereotypical music.
And the stereotypical genie.
Yeah. But not the Disney one, apparently. At least from the live-action remake. Where's the suspect?
Led northwest of the Indian subcontinent to a sparsely populated Islamic nation.
Northwest of the Indian subcontinent to a sparsely populated Islamic nation. That's northwest of the Indian subcontinent.
So that's either Pakistan or Afghanistan,
Yeah.
or Uzbekistan,
Or basically that entire geographic area.
Yeah.
Some of these clues are a touch unhelpful.
Welcome.
Suspect.
She's not in Turkey, but she could be with the Uzbeks or Turkmen in an area known as Southern Turkestan.
Southern Turkestan. That's really a place? Oh, Southern Turkestan. So, which ones were it? Pakistan and... what was the other one? It was Pakistan and...
Afghanistan.
Afghan.
Unless they've got Turkmenistan on there, which I don't think
so. We do have an Afghanistan. They have... none of the people that were mentioned in that second clue, I don't think.
No, because they talked about the Turkmen and...
Yeah. Which is not Afghanistan by the looks of it. Oh, I'm forever clicking that wrong banner. Pakistan, I don't think has them either.
No.
No, that's just got K2. Yeah, not seeing that at all, so I guess we'll need another clue.
She's counting on buying a brightly
Kandahar.
colored robe called a chadras when she reaches
okay.
Kandahar.
Well, that narrows it down.
Yes. See, they could have just started with that. Do we have any, what are we looking for? Weight on this theft?
We're missing her white.
Good
Okay.
day.
Tell us about her.
You could almost say her head was in the clouds.
Yeah, that's not helpful. So Kandahar is in Afghanistan. Yeah.
Now it's
Yes,
spelled
there
with
it
a
is.
K.
Yeah, because God forbid anything be consistent. But we can go to Afghanistan again, and maybe they'll probably be willing to tell us if she's fat.
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah. And that's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, now we're talking. The Bamiyan Valley.
Oh.
Have we not been to Afghanistan then?
No, we haven't.
Cool. I guess we get to check out their page.
This is Afghanistan before they
Bush.
decided- Oh, wow.
That far back.
Well, actually, no, before they were even destroying the giant Buddhas.
So here we
That
have...
goes back like 97.
Yep, here we have some camels and a horse race.
Oh, with the dead goat.
Oh, that's thrilling for a kid's game. Good thing there's no pixels to tell.
Kind of see a dead goat.
So is that still in the Bamiyan Valley then? It might not be.
The outline is, but
The actual statue itself is another question. That's a crying shame. Tests indicate the svelte patient is fine health and should have no fright about being so light. Okay, they're skinny. Issue warrant. And now try and figure out where the hell they've gone.
Do you need something? She said that if the
About
ferry
3
ride to
Dover.
Dover got too rough, she'd think about changing channels.
Yeah.
Actually, so we're going back to another Islamic country, Londonistan.
Well, it's Dover, so yeah. A ferry ride to Dover, so yeah, it's got to be England then.
Yeah.
Because the other side of that is France. Let's have a look. Yep, United Kingdom.
Good afternoon. Flight 707.
Yeah,
Now arriving in
Shouldn't
the
this be in
United
Hindi?
probably. Oh, someone's gotten the cat. Yeah. Okay, so it could be her.
Yeah.
I think it actually is her. Tall, thin female, black hair, and a hat. Yeah, that's her.
Hello, may I be of service?
Yes, you're under arrest. Missing stuff. Oh.
Oh, no.
Tall order, but nabbing Carmen would be a colossal achievement.
Quit staring at my colossal
I was
achievement.
just
lady.
reading about your success. You've done an excellent
That costs
job.
extra.
You made life tough for Miss Ann's stuff, and now a lot fewer people will be missing their stuff. But you've got other fish to fry, and there's a new case pending. Do you want to take it?
Yes, we do. And hopefully we can go to somewhere else new and interesting.
Exactly.
What have we got? What's missing now?
The criminal cadre has cracked Cuba.
not Cuba.
Listed every last one of Havana's best cigars. Cuba is famous for
Are they
making
allowed
the
to talk about
finest
cigars in
in the
kids' games then?
But the stogies have
It's the
stopped.
90s,
Oh,
so yeah.
this is true.
Find me the stooge who stole them. Head for Havana and do your job.
So
What
they've
if we
put
just
you on my
used the
trail.
black side
I've
of
had a lot of
Guantanamo?
flatfoots following in my steps, but
Was
you've
it
been
there
most
in the
impressive.
96?
Let's see what you can do.
Yes.
Well, then it's fine.
El vuelo 415 está a punto de salir para Cuba.
Give the communists some Ride of the Valkyries.
I mean, it smells like victory.
Yep.
Do you need information?
Yes, where's our suspect?
She said she wanted to be in Wuhan, sitting in a park, listening to caged songbirds and
no,
Oh, no!
no, I don't want anything to do with birds in Wuhan. Dear God, no.
Oh my God.
Oh, friggin' hell. Stay away from the bats and the pangolins, allegedly. Or as the CIA recently proved,
no.
just
This is amazing.
stay away from any institutes in Wuhan. Oh, dear. It's a good clue. It tells us immediately it's China, but the last 5 years have proven we don't want anything to do with that place. Oh, Lord. All right, what do we know about the suspect?
She must have had an imperfect prescription because she squinted.
All right, she's got glasses.
Yep.
A female wearing glasses. Excellent. What else? Well, I guess we can just go to China. Have we? We've been to China, haven't we? Probably to Hong Kong.
So. What?
Because in the 90s, it was... Well, let's go and see.
Yeah.
Where do we end up? If we end up in front of an institute in the Wuhan province, I'm leaving.
Oh, you are, but you're taking a gift with you for the rest of the world.
Ah, yeah, the wall. We have been here.
Yep.
And we've made it all the way to the Great Wall.
What do you need?
Oh, hey, it's a ginger Chinaman.
Where'd the suspect go?
She was headed for a South American country that lost half its territory since independence, and she wanted to get there before it got any smaller.
South American country that lost half its territory since independence. Ooh.
Argentina.
Fucking Argentina. I'm so sick of Argentina. Actually, wasn't like in the northwest of South America, there's some weird shit with the country shapes there?
You mean like Colombia and Venezuela and some of them?
And then again, I think whatever's happened to Chile, because how you don't end up with a border like that without some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's hear about the suspect.
Her lenses.
Yes, glasses.
Oh, hi. She said that the locals promised to keep her whereabouts under their chulios.
Well, that's not helpful. We already know it's South America.
Yeah, come on, lady.
Oh, a piece of paper. Lower stress level may help you reduce the amount of grey in your hair. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Hair color is, in fact, grey.
Good day to you.
Where's the suspect?
He said that a
Oh, Santa Cruz.
rock duster was the best way to see the area around Santa Cruz.
So we're going back to Mexico.
Yay, Mexico. At least it's not fucking Argentina, but it's not far off.
True. Well, and that does make sense with lost half their territory because it got manifest destiny.
This is true. Maybe it should happen again.
And Mexico.
I'm sure the Mexicans would actually like that.
At least they'd have a functioning government.
What, the American one?
Yeah. I mean, at least it's not a cartel state.
So, it's like California?
No, that's just a bunch of morons.
This is true. Speaking of a bunch of morons in California, when I Google Santa Cruz, I get California. So I assume it must be this bit of Mexico, right?
Yeah, that is...
Independence. Yeah, Mexico won't stretch much further north. Presumably that's what they mean. So yeah, we're going to a Mexico. No, we're fucking not because Mexico's not on the list.
Well then, well that leaves Bolivia.
Yes, it leaves Bolivia.
Unless suddenly the Philippines are in Latin America.
Well, at this point, they fucking could be.
Yeah, oh, you know.
Oh, yeah, Bolivia's... that's probably what I was thinking about going on with fucking Chile.
Yeah.
Can we see any of these things?
Oh, wait a minute. There would be a Santa Cruz in the Philippines too.
Oh no.
Was it Chulos or whatever the hell?
Yeah. Well, let's see what Google has to say. Santa Cruz, Bolivia.
Andean style cap.
Santa Cruz, Bolivia, right. Santa Cruz de la Sierra, a city in Bolivia? And then there's Santa Cruz, a municipality in the Philippines. Dear Spain! Fuck you!
Stop with your colonizing, you sons of bitches.
And then they have the hide to complain about the British. Go whine at the Spanish for a bit.
Exactly.
I'm thinking Bolivia.
Yeah, I mean, well, the Chulo thing was like... That's a type of hat.
Yeah.
She said she wanted to know.
Alpaca, yep, Bolivia.
Yeah, alright.
El vuelo 916.
Was Bolivia one of the million South American countries we went to?
Yeah, I think it's got the grass boat or whatever the hell.
Oh, that might be it. Yep. And an early cat, apparently.
Hey there.
Where's our suspect?
Word has it that she's gone to raise emus
Australia.
in Adelaide, but the project probably won't get off the ground.
Dear. Tell us about them.
For someone her age, her height was pretty typical.
That makes no sense, but I assume that means average.
Yeah.
And let's go to Australia, because that was one of the easiest clues we've ever had.
Yeah. At least that one made sense compared to some of the other ones that we've been getting.
Yes.
Flight 324 is now arriving in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the animations are pretty fun. Hello.
Are you looking for help? She was charting her route to reach Chartres to see the stained glass windows of the medieval cathedral.
I figured it would have been France, but you're a resident France expert over at the Soldens.
We?
Yeah. So yeah, France. Tell us about the suspect.
Goldilocks would have thought her stature was just...
Okay, she's average height. France.
Middle column?
Yeah. I wonder where in France they're going to get sent this time. Because we are looking...
Paris.
Yeah.
Bordeaux or Lyon would be better, but no, we're gonna get screwed over.
Yep. Just seeing if Chartres shows up here.
Where is...
yeah, Chartres Cathedral. There you go.
I can't remember where. Oh, it's west of Paris. Outside of Ile-de-France.
There you go. Yeah, and France doesn't have a video. Still.
Which, it's like, yes, we get Mont Saint Michel and Bastille Day Bastilian.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like no.
Yes, we know the French are revolting. We can smell them from here. Let's go.
Vol 707. Parle maintenant pour la France.
I'm still very pleased with the whole, like, actually going to the effort of doing the different languages.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, what is it?
Where's the suspect?
She claimed the bravado to climb the Ojos del Salado.
Oh, wow, we've narrowed it down to an entire continent again.
Yeah.
Climb the Ojos del Salado. Is your Spanish up to date enough to tell us what that actually means?
No. Not
unhelpful. Unhelpful. My Spanish is non-existent.
That's where mine is.
You've probably absorbed more. Tell us about the suspect.
Could the frames around her eyes?
Yes, I know she's got glasses.
Well, hello.
Where's our suspect?
She said she had a rendezvous with a miner named Enrique, just outside the port of Iquique.
Iquique. Well, if I knew where the fuck that was, that'd be a really helpful clue.
Yeah.
Iquique.
Was she a fat cow like your lady, or?
Yes, do tell us.
She used a handkerchief.
Yes, we know she's got fucking glasses. Oh, everything's a glasses clue. Let's see if we can find Icky or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
No, we fucking can't. That's probably the most frustrating thing about the game.
Guess where we're going back to?
Fucking Chile.
Yes.
And it's not on the map.
Of course not.
Let's see if we can.
Welcome.
Tell us about the suspect.
Repair could have been made.
Yeah, grey. Right. Off to fucking Chile.
The worst part is that with this one, if we didn't look it up, I don't know how in the hell we'd figure it out. Like, it's either Panama or Chile.
Yeah. It's really... Yes, and again, we're going to a stupid island in the middle of the fucking ocean. I mean, it's a really cool island, but it's really not what you think of when you think of Chile.
No. Oh, look, her again.
Yeah.
What seems to be the problem?
Suspect.
She's hoping it will be a rapid trip to the Atlantic coast once she reaches Livingston Falls.
Atlantic. Unfortunately, the Atlantic's really fucking big.
Yeah, but Livingstone Falls makes me think it's Africa somewhere. You know, Dr. Livingston, I presume.
That's a good guess, because my first guess would have been America.
No, we don't have a Livingston Falls here.
Well, it's a good thing someone knows.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Africa is about as big.
She thought she had
glasses, we get it.
What can I do for you?
And where's our suspect? Matadi.
Matadi, near the tiny coastline of an immense tropical country.
Again, the immense tropical country is not great.
No.
Can we find a frigging Matadi in this thing? No, we fucking can't. That's getting really frustrating. Right, you.
Welcome.
Where's our suspect?
She's camping out near Kananga in the grasslands of the Kasai.
Kananga. Right.
Okay.
Grasslands of the Kasai. I have no idea where any of these places are. So, we're going to go back to our good friend Google and cheat violently again.
Is it cheating if you find out the answers? You know what it's going to be. I'm before we find out, I'm willing to bet it's our favorite flag fouled up country, Zaire, also known as the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Well, it is either that or the Philippines. But I'm going to guess, since it's grasslands and in Africa, yes, it's probably not the Philippines. So it's Zaire.
So, can we ask about the suspect, if she's a fat land whale or not?
I believe we can.
She probably doesn't have to alter her clothes to match.
No, we got height instead. Right, let's have a look at Zaire and see if any of those things show up. Oh, there's Matadi.
Okay, good. We got one on the map for once.
Whoa-ho! Right. Is there anything on the floor? No. We do need to know if she's fat or not, though.
Yeah, 'cause...
Hi, glad to meet you. She was well fed.
Okay, average.
Average.
Issued.
An elderly woman with gray hair and glasses.
And average everything. It's everybody's grandmother. And there's Zaire.
Oh, yeah, and the only South African country there.
Yep, only remotely relevant continental country. Yeah, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Zaire. Yes, thank you.
Let's talk about the flag, shall we?
Fuck their flag.
No, don't. That's how they get more.
Ituri Forest. I think this is a new place in Zaire.
It is.
It's leaf huts, which is somehow a change from the straw huts and mud huts you've had for other locations.
They're evolving.
At least it's a different area.
Yeah.
There's nothing but grass huts and leaf huts and trees, but at least it's different.
What's going on?
What we're looking for this grey-haired average woman with glasses. There.
Yeah,
that's her.
It'd be funny if it was the granny animation capturing this one.
It would be. No, we're putting Granny in a pot.
She earned it.
Oh, Auntie Mother. Oh.
I thought my apron would be a good enough cover.
No.
None.
That's what I call good gumshoeing, Gumshoe. Congratulations. Because of your fine work, Auntie Matter has cried uncle. During questioning, we heard just one phrase mumbled over and over. I always hide the things I steal, no matter what their size. I'll add that to your list. There might just be a pattern here. But Carmen's cretins have committed another brazen burglary. I'd like to assign you to the case. Will you take it?
We will take it, but after a short break of about a week.
At least we can fix the flag in the Zaire.
Yes, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Let's not go back to Argentina. Or Australia.
Oh, please. Or
really Cuba.
There's got to be like 5 countries that we've not actually visited in this game.
I think we're getting pretty close to having visited all of them. We did have, what was it, Afghanistan or something? No, well,
yeah, that was
new, either new or new location. So that's something.
And the Ituri Forest in Zaire was actually new.
Yeah, it's at least a different location, which is fine. I'm okay with going to the same country if we can go to a different place in it. If only. Well, we'll find out what we get up to on the next episode of an extremely pedantic playthrough of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. And you're so excited. Hopefully everyone else is more excited. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.
See ya.